Live stream. What's up, guys? Back here again with another video. Call of Duty online. This guy has lost his mind. He's talking to himself. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Yes, we can! I sick. Suckle. Oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot about. I'm watching something creepy.
All over the farm and could not be explained. Frenchy started to worry that something more ominous might happen to him and his wife. So he brought his guns down to the sheriff's department and asked them to hold on to the weapons for safekeeping. Frenchy was right. More ominous things did start to happen. In fact, they began to happen to Frenchy himself. His being became transitory. He started to appear and disappear, moving seamlessly from one room to appear to his wife in another. His wife would attempt to follow or talk to him, and he would again vanish. When she'd find him in a completely different room, he'd say he had been there their entire time. Local police officers were called out to the farm, and they witnessed this phenomenon as well. Finally, famed paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Bishop Robert McKenna, asking the bishop to perform an exorcism. The exorcism was performed, and Ed Warren nearly died in the process. But in the end, it was deemed a success. Things didn't end on a positive note for Frenchy, however. On a completely different charge.
Oh my God! People, stop! Hack! Bang! Camping or hacking? What did I just say? I do not know.
Number 11, the Glasgow Poltergeist. Police, as recently as August of this year. On August 8th and 9th, the police in Glasgow, Scotland, were called to a house in Rutherglen. Once they arrived, they witnessed flickering lights, flying clothes, an oven that opened and closed on its own, and a lampshade placed upside down. Even more curious, a chihuahua that was running around.
Man, do y'all got anger issues or something?
The family of the property was in complete.
It sounds like you got anger issues. I bet you I can fix your anger issues. I had before. I'm gonna pee these guys off. Watch this. Hey, do you like music? Say something if you like music. I don't even know. Oh my God, hold on, let me check. Yeah, that was me! That was me! Yeah, I had 8 and 17! And you wanna know what that right there got me? This!
Pull up to the club and then go up. Make a girl fall in love when I show up. It's not my fault, she wanna know me. She told me you was just a humble.
That's what that got me! Me a ball. Yo, chick, come close to me.
She ain't going home. Getting money like I'm supposed to be.
Getting money like I'm supposed to be.
All my niggas close to me. And all the mother niggas when they pop.
Because I don't like school. I hardly go. I didn't go today because I was sick last night, so I didn't go. I was throwing up and all that. I'm still sick a little. I threw up this morning. Couldn't sleep last night, so yeah. Music, start playing again now. It's me. Ain't nothing like supposed to be. Oh, supposed to be. Is there any girls here with a microphone? No! Watch out, he's at the back of the truck. No! Hold on, guys. That's a baby girl. What you doing? Little puppy. Here. I hear people.
Officers arrived. The paranormal activity lasted for 2 days and was witnessed by Scotland police on both of them.
Oh, I seen him, but I tried to turn to go. Hey, Chico, leave her alone.
Catholic priest
Our puppy's
was
in
called
here.
to bless the house. The incidents were not easy to explain away. In fact, the officers on the call had anticipated a mental health issue, but when they arrived and witnessed the goings-on for themselves, they simply could not understand it. The officers then phoned their superior officers, who thought they were exaggerating, but the incident was put on active inquiry. The police also turned to social services and doctors to provide the house's inhabitants psychological support. Demonologist Jason Love believes that the paranormal poltergeist may have been thriving off of the energy of the young teens in the house. Number 10. The Hung Military Man. Have you ever seen the ghost of a suicide victim? Well, a young man tripping on drugs did. A first-hand account from a police officer involved a delusional 20-year-old in a military uniform. The officer received a 5150, which is a call home for a mental evaluation. When he arrived, the owner of the home, a woman around 50 years old, said that her young son had been doing drugs and was hallucinating that an old man had hung himself in his room. She told the police she was afraid to go into her son's room herself because she feared that one of his drug addict friends had hung himself. The police officer went to go speak to her son, who was on a stimulant of some kind. The young man said that a female spirit told him not to go into his bedroom because her father had hung himself in there, attired in his Class A military uniform. The officer then went and checked out the room, only to find that nobody was hanging inside. He was informing the mother and consoling her when a veteran police officer arrived to help assist. The veteran officer took the first officer aside and told him that he'd responded to this residence earlier in his career. An older male had hung himself in that very bedroom. The veteran officer couldn't remember any further details. The first officer searched in the patrol car's report management system and found that the man who committed suicide was a World War II veteran. He wore his military uniform when he killed himself. Number 9. The Station Ghost. Officers often spend long hours watching surveillance video at their stations. And that's just what Officer Carl Romero was doing on a Saturday night in 2014 at the Espanola Police Station in New Mexico. Everything was quiet, calm, peaceful, until he spied on an odd visual on the entryway cameras directed at the station. At first, Romero suspected the hazy white figure he got in the video was a bug, until he saw that this bug had legs. He blinked and looked closer. The figure was bright and white, like a ghost. Romero knew the figure wasn't a random living, breathing person, because a police station had a gate securing it, along with an alarm system. He relayed this information to his superiors the next day. Surprisingly, many introduced their own uncanny stories into the mix. Some said they spotted strange visuals in the lobby, and others had heard creepy noises in the station, which they couldn't uncover. Romero reiterated his experience to Code TV. He believes in ghosts and believes the figure is somehow related to the string of unsolved murders in the area over the years. Number 8, the Demon House. If you joke around about your children being possessed, think again. The Demon House in Gary, Indiana, put true evil in the children that lived there. LaToya Ammons and Rosa Campbell, the mother and grandmother respectively of 3 children, said that Ammons' children were possessed by dark entities that forced them to walk up walls backward, levitating in midair. Unexplainable.
Come on, let's fight. Let's fight. You wanna fight? Let's fight.
A photograph was taken with a figure standing in the window of the home's porch that local police got involved. The photograph was passed around the police department alongside a note that claimed no one was in the house when the photo was taken.
You see that little blinking?
However, though the picture was later proven to be a hoax produced via app, many people still believe the house was haunted. Even priests, social workers, and police captain Charles Austin, who paid witness to the 2014 paranormal events that occurred in the Demon House. He stated that he believed the house truly held something evil. He told journalists he thought Ammons was lying at first.
Xbox.
Once he visited her home,
yeah, I have an Xbox too. Trying to get an Xbox One. Is that illegal to have the Xbox and a PlayStation? Is that illegal? Oh my God! Somebody got I'm doing something illegal. Oh God! Please don't tell nobody. Oh God. There's some weird stuff on here. We'll just put top 15. Oh God, dude, this thing sucks. Top. Where's the P at? Is that a Q or P? The top 10. Not top 10, top 15. Boom. Top 15, because top 15 does all the scary stuff. Uploads. There's my Blackie behind me. This ain't Blackie, this is my pillow. Or, yeah, this is my pillow. And right here's my radio. That's from last night. I just remember that's water's from last night.
Get the bundle now.
PlayStation.
Did you hear PlayStation?
The Forbidden Suitcase. In July of 2016, a construction worker was hard at work repairing the roadways of Interstate 985 in Gwinnett County, Georgia. He suddenly needed relief himself, so he went about 80 yards into the woods to do the deed. At the end of the worn trail, he found a suitcase that would change his life forever. Curiosity got the better of him. He just had to see if anything was inside. The construction worker zipped himself up and unzipped the case. An eyeless skull peered back at him from deep within. Police detectives flocked to the scene and found more bones underneath of the skull. A lab test revealed that the remains had belonged to a woman who was most likely in her 80s at the time of her death. Aside from that, little else can be determined. Authorities were unable to match her remains to anyone reported missing. It looks as if the suitcase had been laying in the woods for quite some time before.
Oh my God!
Possibly for years.
I need to get a better freaking scope.
Her death remains a complete mystery to this day.
It's the scope.
Number 14.
Don't blame it on yourself, blame it on the scope.
A local man is taking a walk through the Arcata Community Forest in California when he comes across a creepy-looking homemade cabin. From the outside, it looks like some sort of deformed murder shack. Whoever had built it had gone to great lengths to conceal it with foliage and other forms of natural camouflage. In fact, the homemade structure is so well hidden that it can barely be seen from 100 feet away. Inside of the cabin is a single well-organized living space that has a bookshelf, a pantry, water purifying supplies, and an old typewriter that they use to make a to-do list for future renovations. If these documents were correctly dated, then someone had been keeping this shack.
Screw you in another city.
The person reported this discovery to the authorities, and they posted evacuation on the front door.
Getting
Whoever had built this building had only a few days to take all of their belongings and leave.
I'm getting
When authorities
pissed.
came back a few days
Pissed
later,
at the cuss word so I can
they
say
were
it.
stunned at
And
what
hell
they
ain't
found.
either. That's a place.
Or should I say, what they didn't find.
God almighty, you better stop camping!
It's gone. But the entire shanty
I got this,
had
I got this.
vanished without
Alright,
trace.
somebody come. You have to come in with me, okay? I'm gonna do something.
They had been
Y'all,
able to dismantle
whatever your name is.
the
Let me go in. Let me go in
and
first.
move
You
it
did.
out piece
Oh,
by
what? Never
piece
mind. You're not dead.
without leaving a trace behind. Amazingly, there were no tire tracks or any other sign that this
Why me?
machinery while doing so. The only thing left was a circle with a crooked arrow, the international symbol of the squadron. Number 13, the outdoorsman.
Teammates suck.
1986, 19-year-old Christopher Knight abandoned
I hope you die, all of you. I hope you die.
deep in the woods of Maine. On that day, he passed by a random hiker, and the two politely exchanged hellos. It would be the last conversation he had with another human being until he was caught by police in 2013. By then, he was 46 and had made quite an impression on the local townsfolk.
Seriously! Ah!
Years he had regularly break into food, batteries, alcohol, camping gear, and propane tanks were the items he stole the most. Non-profit campsites, seasonal homes, targets. But he would not hesitate to break into homes while
Teammates
people were
suck.
away at work. His legend only grew as decades wore on. The North Point Hermit, as he soon became known as, committed over 1,000 burglaries and became an almost mythological presence. His fearful grip on the community became so bad that they would leave food out for him in the colder months. If you didn't leave food out for him, then he would come into your home. For as many home robberies as he's committed,
You suck, faggot.
the North Point Hermit was always careful to never leave a trail back to his lair. Likewise, he never
Why
brought
is
the
faggots
because he
camping?
didn't
Literally,
want
why is all
anybody
these
to see the
faggots just
smoke.
camping?
Instead,
Seriously?
choosing to
Ha 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 ha!
under piles of sleeping bags, lying motionless in the frigid 10-degree winter weather. As hard as he tried, however, he would eventually get caught. A non-profit
I'm
organization
getting pissed. I'm
called
not
the
even
Pine Tree
freaking lying.
Camp
I'm getting
had
pissed.
grown tired of constant death, so they installed cameras with motion detectors on their property. Police.
I'm about to quit and play Battlefield. Mother.
With a backpack full of food. He was arrested and sentenced to 7 months in jail with 3 years probation. When he showed police where he lived, they were stunned at the amount of items that he had managed
What?
to
I'm about to play Battlefield. I'm about to screw this game and play Battlefield. Maybe Battlefront. If I can play Battlefront online.
While these were mostly ordinary household items,
Screw
they
you, freak.
nevertheless represented the collective terror of an entire town. For 28 years,
Screw you, freak. Screw you, freak.
constantly watched and otherwise stalked in their very own homes by an unknown intruder. The police themselves were thoroughly unnerved as they sifted through an assortment of old labels from a dark period of local history.
I don't know where they're
Number
spawning.
12, the Hooker's Headstone.
Oh, I seen
In
that.
2005, A homeless man who goes by the name Riverwolf is
spotting over
wandering
here.
around deep in the woods of Santa Cruz, California, when he steps over a patch of land that feels different from
Oh no!
He kneels down and brushes some thickets aside to reveal an old tombstone with a woman's name on it. She had died in 1898 at the age of 21. Her name was Mary Holmes. The tombstone contained no other information besides these 3 basic facts. It did not say that she would be missed, or that she was loved, or even what year she had been born. From the looks of things, someone must have stolen it and thrown it on the ground years ago. It was a creepy discovery for sure, but since Riverwolf had seen a lot of strange things out in the woods, he didn't think much more of it until 7 years later, in 2012. That's when he reads an article online about Mary Holmes, and the name clicks with his creepy forest find. He discovers that she was a prostitute outcast who caught tuberculosis and had to leave her young daughter behind. The grief was simply too much. The depressed madam downed a bottle of carbolic and fell to the floor as the highly lethal chemical, which was used during this time period to sterilize surgical instruments, burnt her inside.
I already have that skin, and I already have that skin.
She
I already
was
have that
dead.
too. What the heck?
Riverwolf feels compelled to contact the Museum of Art and History so that he can show them where the tombstone was. Her tombstone was quite hidden, and workers were amazed. He was able to
39
stumble
more.
upon it all. Some say that Riverwolf could have only come across the tombstone of Mary Holmes with the help of her actual ghost, who only wanted her marker to be shown proper respect. It is now on display.
Peace, understood!